Welcome, dear students, to the Saint Xavier School, Botad. Today, we will start our chapter number 3, that is of Science Standard 6, Fiber to Fabric, and that we will complete our remaining points. These are 3.4 Spinning Cotton Yarn, 3.5 Yarn to Fiber, and 3.6 History of Clothing Materials. So let's start. Now next point, that is 3.4 Spinning Cotton Yarn. You can try making cotton yarn yourself. So we'll see how. In activity 4, hold some cotton wool in one hand and pinch some cotton between the thumb and forefinger of the other hand. Now gently start pulling out the cotton. While continuously twisting the fibers, are you able to make a yarn? See, in the last lecture, I taught you आपको क्या करना है, जो कॉटन है उसको एक थंब में दबाना है और दूसरे से इसको थंब और फोर फिंगर से ट्विस्ट करते जाना है. सो यू विल गेट द yarn. Okay, now the process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. In this process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings the fibers together to form a yarn. Again, the process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. Okay, fibers कहाँ से आता है? From a mass of cotton wool. जो भी cotton है, okay, उसको drawn out यानी बाहर वो cotton ball में से निकाल के and then twisted. So we get yarn. A simple device used for spinning is a hand spindle. A simple device used for spinning is a hand spindle, also called takli. Okay, in the first video I sent different types of takli's images. Okay, if you didn't see it now, please show the video. Okay, another hand operated device used for spinning is charkha. Use of charkha was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi as part of the independence movement. He encouraged people to wear clothes made of homespun yarn termed as khadi and shul. Imported clothes made in mills of Britain. To popularize and promote khadi, the government of India constituted a body called Khadi and Village Industries Commission in 1956. See, as we discussed before, when there is a Swadeshi movement, in that movement Gandhiji told the people to burn all the foreign things, okay, and use only our own country's things which made in our India. Okay, so that time they tells the people to use charkha to weave their clothes. So that is which cloth? Khadi. And that time also there is a village industry commission. Okay, there are many khadi companies. Okay, spinning of yarn on a large scale is done with the help of spinning machine. After spinning, yarns are used to making fabric. Now 3.5 yarn to fabric. There are many ways by which fabrics are made from yarns. The two main processes are weaving and knitting. See, fibers में से क्या बना? Yarn. Now yarn में से क्या बनेगा? Fabric. Okay, so fabric are made from yarns. And which two methods are there? Which two processes are there? Weaving and knitting. Now what is weaving? See, You might have noticed that a fabric is made up of two sets of yarns arranged together. The process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Let us try to weave some paper strips. जो भी दो सेट है yarns के उसको अगर अरेंज साथ में करेंगे तो जो फैब्रिक मिलेगा और जो प्रोसेस होगा दैट इज कॉल्ड वीविंग. नाउ एक्टिविटी 5 यू हैव टू डू एट होम. दो शीट लेनी है 30-30 सेंटीमीटर्स की. ओके, स्क्वायर कट करना है और फिर डिफरेंट कलर्स की लेना है. कट स्क्वायर पीसेस ऑफ लेंथ एंड विड्थ equal of 30 cm from each sheet. Now fold both the sheets into half. On one sheet draw lines as shown in the figure. Can you see? And on the other as shown in the figure 3.12 cut both the sheets along the dotted lines. Line करके फिर वो strip को कट करना है. Okay? Then आपको जो भी ये मेथड है उस तरह से आपको डालना है. ठीक, सी यू विल गेट दिस टाइप्स ऑफ. सो दिस इज द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ टू yarns like this. Okay, not that method. So view the strips one by one through the cuts in the sheet of paper as shown in the figure 3.12. This is the pattern of weaving. See, this is a hand loom. In a similar manner, two sets of yarn are woven to make a fabric. The yarns are much thinner than our paper strips. Of course. Yes or no? Our paper strips are too thick. Okay? As compared to the yarns. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. Okay, this is the loom. Okay, in these two types of yarns are weaving together. So this is hand loom or it can be done by machine also. Okay, that is power operated. Now knitting. Have you noticed how sweaters are knitted? In knitting, a single yarn used to make a piece of fabric. Have you ever pulled out the yarn from a torn pair of socks? का फटा हुआ सॉक्स है उसमें से आप एक निकालना. So what happens? पूरा खुल जाएगा because it is made from single thread. That's why yarn gets pulled out continuously as the fabric gets unraveled. Socks and many other clothing items are made of knitted fabrics. Knitting is done by hand and also on machines. Now Pehli wants to know if you have seen any fabrics that are made of the fibers on the outer covering of coconut. What are these fibers normally used for? Just think, पहली ने क्या सोचा है? अगर आपको कोई ऐसा फैब्रिक मिला, ओके, जो कोकोनट के आउटर कवरिंग से बना है, तो what are these fibers normally used? Think and try to give me answer in live classes. Okay? Weaving and knitting are used for making different kinds of fabric. These fabrics are used for variety of clothing items. So weaving और knitting से हम different fabric बना सकते हैं और अलग अलग क्लोथ भी बना सकते हैं. Now history of clothing material. Have you ever wondered what materials people used in ancient times for clothes? Does anybody know? They used leaves of trees and bark, animal skins, furs to cover themselves. After people began to settle in agricultural communities, they learned to weave twigs and grass into mats and baskets. Vines, animals, fleece or hair were twisted together into long strands. These were woven into fabrics. जैसे जैसे वो एग्रीकल्चर में सीखते गए। तो फर्स्ट उन्होंने क्या किया, जो ट्विग्स और ग्रास था, घास था, जो पेड़ की जो पत्ती थी, ब्रांच थी, उससे उन्होंने मेट और व्यू करके, व्यू मीन्स एक दूसरे में ऐसे गूंथना। ओके, फिर वो जो एनिमल्स प्लेस थी, हेयर से उनसे लॉन्ग लॉन्ग स्ट्रेन बनाए और उसके बाद उन्होंने फैब्रिक बनाना सीख लिया। द अर्ली इंडियंस वॉर फैब्रिक्स मेड आउट ऑफ कॉटन दैट ग्रू इन द रीजन नियर द रिवर गंगा। फ्लैक्स इज ऑल्सो अ प्लांट दैट गिव्स नेचुरल फाइबर। फ्लैक्स क्या है, एक प्लांट है जिसमें से भी हमें नेचुरल फाइबर्स मिल जाता है। In ancient Egypt, cotton as well as flax were cultivated near the river Nile and were used for making fabrics. Okay? इजिप्ट में जो नाइल नदी है, नाइल रिवर है, वहाँ पे वो लोग कॉटन और जो फ्लैक्स है उसका क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन करते थे और उसमें से दे विल गेट द फाइबर्स और फैब्रिक्स। इन दोज डेज स्टिचिंग वॉज नॉट नोन। People simply draped the fabrics around the different parts of their body. Many different ways of draping fabrics were used. With the invention of the sewing needle, people started stitching fabrics to make clothes. Stitched clothes have gone through many variations since this invention, but is it not amazing that even today sari, dhoti, lungi or turban is used as an unstitched piece of fabric? See, पहले लोगों को स्टिच मीन्स सिलना, सिलाई। ओके, पहले किसी को सिलाई नहीं पता था, सो दे आर ऐसे ही अपनी बॉडी पे रैप कर लेते थे, जो भी वो व्यू करते थे। ओके, लेकिन आफ्टर स्टिचिंग दे मेक क्लोथ्स, स्टिच्ड क्लोथ्स। लेकिन आज भी ऐसे बहुत से क्लोथ्स हैं, जैसे साड़ी है, धोती है, लुंगी है, टर्बन है, टर्बन मीन्स पगड़ी। ओके, वो अनस्टिच है। ठीक है, जैसे आपका शर्ट पैंट वो स्टिच है। Okay, just as there is a large variety in the food eaten all over the country, a large variety exists also in fabrics and clothing. जैसे हमने प्रीवियस चैप्टर में देखा कि all of the world or in every country or we can say in every state or in every region there is a large variety of food items. Same, we can see the large variety in the clothing of the people. It's also depends. Thank you, dear students.